Good morning. Welcome to your favorite sports betting show. It's the Attyah Hour with your host, Trent Attyah. It's Wednesday. Happy hump day. Or no, it's Tuesday.
I was about to say.
I'm an idiot.
This week went by quick.
Already off to a shaky start, but hey, we had to reschedule yesterday's episode. We're now doing Attyah Hour on Tuesdays and Thursdays going into football season. As always, this show is brought to you and powered by the one and only Book It Sports app. Download the Book It Sports app today on the Google App Store and Apple App Store and Google Play Store. I always botch that. It's free to download. It's the best social community you will find for sports bettors. Posts, content, interact with sports bettors, all alike, all throughout the country and the world. We got some countries on there that are loving the Book It Sports app. Loving it. Love it. Go download it. Best decision you'll ever make. Start winning some money. Start winning some bets. Go download Book It Sports. React together. Win together. Some people won last night. Kevin Durant with the dunk heard around the world to cover the 13.5 spread. I know Mikey Overs didn't see it. He was sleeping.
No, I definitely did not watch that.
Why are you not living, breathing, sleeping sports, Mike?
I mean, I'm living, breathing, and eating sports, but Olympic basketball cannot be less interesting to me. So I did not watch it.
So you didn't cash the 13.5. Did anyone cash the 13.5?
I did not cash 13.5.
I didn't either, unfortunately.
Nope, I did.
Oh my god! How are you going to talk like that and then not be happy?
What was the spread on your book, Trent? Because I saw it was like 12 places.
It opened up at a minus 11.5, closed at 14, and some people got it 13.5, which is what I had it at. I did not take it, but I saw it, thought about it, didn't pull trig though, unfortunately.
That was the first U.S. basketball game I've watched in the Olympics because
I saw you were up late night tweeting, and as soon as that dunk went in, like tweet was out. Good shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, dude, that's my fucking job. I have to. But aside from that, it was the first time I legitimately watched a game because I swear to God, they make it impossible to find those games because, they put it on the cock.
Oh, I know. I mean, they're putting it on NBC.com, and then you get a
that's where I watched
30-minute trial, and then I was dumb enough to start my trial at the beginning of halftime, so I didn't even see the game.
I can sauce you my DirecTV login if you need that guy.
Oh, I'm gonna need that sauce.
Can we introduce Gavin?
Oh yeah, of course. We got. I mean, he's dipped out
right now. I'm sitting in the back.
He's dipped out on the last couple episodes. We got a new special guest here, Gavin. Gavin, how are we doing? Introduce yourself.
We're doing good. I'm just ready to talk some slates, talk some topics. Let's get after it.
Yeah, Gavin's a certified slate surfer.
Certified topic talker.
He's whale wagers on the Book It Sports app. He's just dishing out locks. So Gavin, actually, since we're on the topic of you are a capper per se, right? And you have clients.
Yes.
How's that going? What's that like? Talk to us about being a young capper.
I mean, at the beginning, you never know what you're gonna get yourself into, and then once people start signing up, you don't want to let anyone down, and it's just night after night, and picking these MLB games are obviously picking out of a fucking hat sometimes, but some nights are solid, and then you got your shitters, but for the most part, we're trying to stay consistent and definitely cash some fucking picks.
Love it. How'd you do yesterday? MLB slate sounds like it fucked everybody.
I mean, I kind of went simple with it. I just had Phillies money line down in Washington, and then also had Brewers minus 1.5 against the Pirate Booties.
Dude, Blue Jays, Yankees. I mean, the Rays all minus 250, all lost. Mikey Overs, you said you hate betting on baseball. What's been your experience so far as you're dipping your feet into flipping the coins of baseballs?
Dude, I mean, I can't get a read on it. our last show, I placed about 8 bets live, and literally the only one that hit was the Diamondbacks, and I felt so good about every other bet that we placed. Like the Red Sox are selling. So, I mean, listen, I tried my hand again today at some baseball for today's show, but I placed some futures bets on the Olympics, and I'm trying to see what sport it was because I have the Dominican Republic and Germany, and it just says men's team gold medal winner. And then I click it, and it's just the men's team gold medal winner. Like, I don't know if you can read that, but there's like no sport specified.
So you don't even know. You're just flipping through the channels, like just hoping that you're watching. Like, pops in the gold medal competition. You're like, this could be it.
Dude, but then I click on the Dominican Republic and they're still active. So but it just says men's team gold medal winner. It doesn't tell me the sport.
All right. It seems like you need to first just search what competitions the DR are still active.
The Mavs? No way.
Wow.
Whoa. We have some breaking news.
What happened?
We're fact checking it. Nick's all mad at me because I already said it, but I didn't say it. I'll hold off on saying it. But
baseball's been. Baseball's been
Bruce Brown to the Nets. Is that what you were saying?
No, we're not talking Bruce Brown and the Nets.
Okay. He was already on the Nets.
Baseball is bullshit. We'll get to baseball later on in the show. I've got a Nerfy, I've got a parlay, and we're going to hear from these guys on their picks as well for today's baseball slate. But we're going to talk NBA free agency. We're going to talk AFC South today. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the Evander Kane situation because he's in trouble. Evander, sorry.
Dude.
He's rolled. But before that, let's talk about NBA free agency. Yesterday I did a little something, placed a futures bet, little value, a little taste on the Dallas Mavericks to win the NBA Finals at plus 2,900 odds.
I think you're still waiting for Damian Lillard to maybe get shipped there, but until then.
Yeah, well, this was a move based on just simply the fact that the NBA free agency was starting yesterday, and I figured, what team's going to make a move with good value? The Mavericks, and I don't think they're done. I mean, there's still
they did re-sign Boban.
They did re-sign Boban. And we saw the
huge
line.
You got that plan before.
Absolutely massive that we got Boban re-signed, and I got my action in before that blockbuster signed. So thank God. But the team that did cash out, and I had an opportunity to put money on it and didn't while I was there before all the action happened, was the Miami Heat. When we were at the casino, they were plus 3,500 odds. Now this morning they're at 1,600. So big drop there. Do you like the value here at plus 1,600 for the Miami Heat? I would probably say no, not anymore.
No.
I mean, yeah, we've talked about it before. Placing futures at this point in time is just absurd. But, I mean, I'd like to hear your guys' take. I really don't think Kyle Lowry takes the Heat from, getting bounced in the first round, getting swept, to, contending for a championship. I just don't see how that really changed the team drastically that much.
I saw a tweet. I don't remember who put it out, but it pretty much summed it up perfectly. It was the NBA Twitter showed the new starting five for the Heat, and then someone retweeted it and goes, damn, Miami's really gonna make Brooklyn or Milwaukee sweat for those 5 games. They made the most moves. Okay, cool. They got PJ Tucker, just off a championship. It's a good vet.
No, I mean,
PJ Tucker affects a team in a lot of ways. I think he's an energy guy, a locker room guy, and a defense guy. But when you're looking at this Heat team, they need scorers, man.
They need
Kyle
scorers.
Lowry's not really a scorer.
I don't even think Lowry was the best point guard on Toronto with him. And then they got rid of Norman Powell, obviously. I mean, honestly, Norman Powell would have been the better play for the Miami Heat rather than Lowry.
That's a hot take.
Sure, dude. I mean, how old is Lowry now? 32?
Yeah.
You've got Jimmy Butler signed till he's freaking 36. You have a 32-year-old Kyle Lowry. I don't understand what the Heat were doing. I mean, it's not a bad pickup.
Let's not forget about Adebayo. Big Bam.
Big Bam is the real deal. Real deal.
David going to talk basketball again?
Damn, come on now.
David gonna talk
Y'all
basketball
disrespecting
again.
Lowry. I mean, Lowry's not a superstar, but I mean, for me, he's a great value CP3. Right. He brings leadership. He's been there before. He's a guy that won a ring with the Raptors. He's not soft. And Bam is the future of that team, and that's what they're banking on. Butler is obviously the heart of that team, and what they need is the veteran, the brains on the court. And Spoelstra is a seasoned coach. He's one of the best coaches in the NBA right now. So, I don't know. I don't think they, obviously like you, Mikey, I don't think anybody's going to sprinkle shit on them winning the finals. Shit is dead. But they're going to shake something. They're going to shake something up for sure.
Can we just address the amount of coin being dished around in the league right now? Jarrett Allen got paid. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got paid. Evan Fournier got paid.
That shit's sick.
Yeah,
it's absolutely insane.
Trae Young last night getting that $200 million deal.
God, dude. I mean, Mike Muscala is making $7 million. Like, what?
Now, can we talk about something that actually ruined my day yesterday when I was scrolling through Twitter? And it's that Alex Caruso is getting paid almost $10 million a year to average 2 points, 1 assist, and 1 dunk a week.
Yep.
On the
It's
Chicago
absolutely
Bulls.
absurd.
The Chicago Bulls, all right, we got Zach LaVine, we got Vucevic. Let's start putting a team around them. And they get 2 backup point guards when they already had a starter in Kobe White. I mean, what are they doing over there in Chicago? I don't understand these moves. Paying Lonzo $80 million, Caruso $40. Why? Where is this money coming from, dude?
Yeah, that shit is wild. And for everybody out there, y'all need to follow Mikey over on Twitter because his tweet was fucking hilarious. He said, "How, why, what?" I call that the LeBron effect. It's the same thing. Remember when Dellavedova played with the fucking
Della dickhead?
Dellavedova played.
Dellavedova.
No, Dellavedova.
Dellavedova played with the fucking Cavs. Got on a contract here because he played with LeBron, and the fucking Bucks also give him $39 million. It's the exact same thing. It's this subpar players play with LeBron, show a little grit, and then contract year comes up, and then they get the fucking bag. That shit's ludicrous.
It's insane. Absolutely insane.
But yeah, Jason, we were talking about Jarrett Allen. What's your take on the Cavs really giving him a bag, dude? That's a bag for him, man.
Good to be back. My thoughts on – I'm all out of whack. I was talking about PJ Tucker and then explosion. What are my thoughts on Jarrett Allen getting the bag? Huge. They definitely needed to re-sign him. I mean, the starting lineup's going to be Garland, Sexton, Okoro, Mobley, Jarrett Allen.
That's
a young gun.
The oldest player, the oldest starter on that team is Jarrett Allen, who I might be. I mean, are you guys all? You're 23, Mike. Trent, how old are you? 23 or 24?
24 in 2 days.
All right, so you're older than the entire starting five on the Cavs.
That's absurd.
That makes me excited. No, I think Jarrett Allen, I mean, we pretty much got him for nothing in that trade. He just kind of came to Cleveland on that whole James Harden saga. And I'm hyped that they re-signed him. I think him and Mobley are going to be – I was iffy about it at first. I really didn't want them to draft another big, but, I mean, I don't know. 2 young athletes. I mean, they both – Mobley can shoot, Jarrett Allen playing down low. I think it's a good signing. I think they're well on their way to being a 7 or an 8 seed in the next 3 years for sure.
Would you take a hypothetical win total of 35 over/under for the Cavs?
Under for sure. They're not winning more than 35 games.
Yeah.
No way.
All right. Push it to 30. Push it to 30 then.
They're gonna tank again, dude.
You're still thinking they're gonna have a win total in the 20s?
Yes. Well, I don't really want to touch anything Cavs related because there still are.
No, yeah,
potential.
I mean,
okay, well, that's not what I was saying. I'm saying that there's still a potential that they do trade Sexton. So I mean, that changes things. I don't think they will, but I mean, as we've seen in the last few days, anything can happen. So I'm not touching the Cavs, and unless I know that their best player is not leaving the team for sure.
Still left to sign. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You go.
I was saying.
No,
still
I was
left
just saying.
Oh my God, dude. Go for it, Gavin. Let me hear what you have to say, damn it.
I was just gonna fucking, put a period and say that Sexton, I feel like, is like their saving grace. Like they're like
for sure.
the main guy. Like they need to like stick with him for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Cavs are going to remain irrelevant, so let's move on from the Cavs. Kawhi Leonard, DeMar DeRozan, Dennis Schroeder still left to sign somewhere. Rumor has it DeRozan could be heading to Dallas. What does that mean for this little sweet ticket right here?
Where did you get those rumors from?
Twitter.
Twitter/chat.
The rumor mill.
From Conway. Oh, Conway's the owner of this ticket. He is the owner. What's up, Conway? Thanks for joining the show.
Yeah,
the guy that told you to throw 100 on the Mavericks is telling you, I'm telling you, dude, DeRozan's going there. and Dame and Kawhi.
Yeah, they're all going to Dallas. I don't know. I don't feel like DeMar DeRozan's another one of these guys where I'm kind of shocked he hasn't been more sought after comparatively to some of these other free agents because he's a scorer. He only has a mid-range game, really. So in this era of the NBA, he's kind of getting phased out, like the way he plays. But he's a certified scorer, man. I mean, it's hard to play on the Spurs and be like what he was on the Raptors with the way Popovich plays. So, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets dealt to another team. He starts averaging 20, 23 again.
We'll see. I think Kawhi is we're all kind of waiting to see what he ends up doing. I wouldn't be shocked if he re-signs with the Clip Show, but I would love to see him on the move. I would love to see him on the move. He's staying in LA? Yeah, more than likely he's staying.
Absolutely.
Because I love now that
Evan Fournier?
Yeah, $84 million.
What?
It's so funny when these guys in Tokyo are just like getting the bag or getting traded, and then you just think like they're just fast asleep, and they wake up and they're like, all right, time to go train to fucking
like
win
Ricky
a bronze.
Rubio's like, shit, dude.
But dude,
Ricky Rubio woke up, it's like, I'm going to Cleveland. Time to fucking drop buckets against the U.S. Yeah, I was hyped watching that game. Like that's my new guy. Honestly, we can trade Sexton. We got Ricky Rubio. I can forget it.
No, dude. No.
But dude, if you're the Knicks. All these free agents, why is Evan Fournier the guy you're going after? He was underwhelming on the Celtics. He had one good game for France in the Olympics. Why are you giving him that much money? We have a big two of Fournier and Randall.
I do not know.
That's disrespectful to RJ Barrett, but
I do not know the reasoning.
Maybe he's there to mentor his French counterpart, Frank Ntilikina. Ever think about that?
I would hate my star player.
That's probably not why they paid him $84 million, but I mean, I don't know.
Hey, Josh Giddey, remember the name. I'm putting up $100 to win $3,500 on his Rookie of the Year, dude. He is.
I mean, it's not a terrible bet.
No, he's gonna light up the league. You guys are gonna be like, holy shit, I should have listened to Trent for sure.
And the
Joe Show 97 just said that Rodney Hood went to the Bucks, which Woj has confirmed. That's a good signing.
Woj
confirmed. Says the Joe Show 97 had it first.
Well, we still got lots to happen here in NBA free agency. A lot of moves being made. Yesterday was nuts, but there's not much to bet on in the NBA besides futures right now. So let's talk about something that we can bet on that we've all been just itching to get back to. It starts in 2 days, boys. NFL football on Thursday, but we're going to save that talk for Thursday's game for Thursday's episode. Today, we're going to talk about the AFC South and the odds to win that division. Titans are minus 120, Colts are plus 170, Jags are plus 700, and the Texans are plus 2,200. I mean, to me, I think the Titans are about a lock here to win this division, no?
I think it's the freest division. I think it's the freest division in football. 100%. Yeah. Just dish down Carson Wentz. I'm like a Philly guy, so fuck that dude.
And do people in Philly not fuck with Carson Wentz? What's the vibe there?
No, I mean, obviously when we had the Super Bowl season, it was solid. And it was kind of just a downhill from there. Hasn't been a good vibe with Carson. Obviously,
but
super stoked that we finally got.
Are you guys rooting against them, or when he comes back to Philly, is there gonna be a tribute video? Why? I've never understood the vibe with Philly and Carson because he didn't actually win anything. He just had
I'm not necessarily sure, kind of just because of last season, how much like he like fucked us over after giving him like literally a massive bag. But he's not going to be really seeing the field this year anyway. So there will be no tribute.
5 to 12 weeks, could be 6, could be 11.
Honcho,
Hold on.
what's your take here?
Stop. You said a tribute to what the fuck are you going to tribute about? If you feel it,
I'm
would you
just
make a
saying,
tribute about Carson Wentz? Like, what did Carson Wentz like? We act like he played for 10 years.
He led your team to a Super Bowl run. Like, he didn't win the
He
Super
led
Bowl.
your team to the playoffs.
Yeah, but
Yes,
that led the
that's what
team
he
to
did.
the Super Bowl run.
They
He didn't
don't
lead you to the
deserve-
Super Bowl. He led you to the run to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
they
mean,
didn't
like,
deserve
that's what God was going to say. He was going to win the MVP.
And then like some people feel bad for him. It's not like a Markel Fultz or like Ben Simmons situation where like they show up and it's suck cock. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like,
at least like
if Ben Simmons were to get traded from Philly right now and he comes back to Philly in the opener of the NBA season, he's getting booed for sure. They hate him. It sucks. But Carson Wentz, like, was
But I
hurt.
feel like Philly
the
fans
team
should
was
feel
terrible.
any type of
They've
way.
botched every draft pick since they've gotten him. Like, it's not
And I
necessarily all on
He's
Carson.
also being hurt for like they give him a lot of money and the dude didn't fucking play. So like, it's like you pay him to literally sit on the bench and then you bring in Hurts, which I'm not saying like Hurts is, like the greatest, but at least he's productive. On like Wentz, who's again on the sideline. As we can see, he's gonna be out for the first 5 to 7 weeks. If you're the coach, you fucking
12. 5 to 12.
That shit's
Could be
done.
6.
He could be out for
Could be
1 week.
11.
Could be 16 weeks.
So
He can miss the whole season.
I want to hear your guys' picks for week 1 in this division. Let's start with the Titans. The Titans are +3 against the Cardinals in Tennessee. What are you guys taking there? Let's start with Mikey Evers.
What
Good game.
3 the Cardinals are?
The Cardinals are +3. Yes, they're getting a field goal.
I mean, yeah, I kind of like Cardinals at +3. I think this Cardinals team is going to have a really good year this year, to be honest with you.
So you think they cover that field goal spread against this good Titans team?
I think they cover that field goal spread. I think people are going to be shocked by Kyler Murray this year. I think he had a really good year last year, and I think he's got a full year under the belt now. Come back in. I like that +3. I mean, you still have DeAndre Hopkins. I think that's a great team, to be honest with you. But this Titan team as well. I mean, they could be Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah. No, I like their value preseason odds. Huncho, +3 Cardinals, -3 Titans. What do you take?
Titans -3. I really like the addition of Julio to that offense. Obviously we know the main offensive weapon on the Titans is Derrick Henry. The dude rushed for 2K last year without, Taylor Lewan really anchoring the offensive line. Taylor Lewan is coming back healthy, one of the best tackles in the game. Mike Vrabel is literally a baby Belichick. He come from that school of thought, right? So I really like the Titans. I mean, I feel like the Titans win this division. I feel like the Titans are going to dominate the NFL. Like they're going to be very fucking good. And I don't see the Cardinals really keeping up with them. Now, I do agree with Mike. I like Kyler. Kyler personally whooped me 4 times in my career, twice in high school and another 2 times in college. So I'm very familiar with how good the player is, but I just feel like they're going to be outmatched, right? So like the Cardinals defense, it's not that good. Like you obviously, they added JJ, but JJ's on his way out. It's not the JJ of before. Chandler Jones is wanting to leave that defense. So like they have nobody out there except for Budda Baker, maybe. But you just have way too many weapons on the Titans for that Cardinals defense to stop. Between Henry, AJ Brown, Julio, like pick your fucking poison.
Yeah.
That shit is disgusting. That offense is disgusting.
Jason, next up we got Colts Seahawks. Seahawks are now favored at -3. A couple episodes ago, it was flopped. But obviously with this with the injury of Carson Wentz, that now has shifted, and the Seahawks are the favorites here at -3 against the Colts. What do you like, Jason?
Honestly, I like the last 5 minutes, I was just coming up with my Titans Cardinals argument, and we just jumped shit. But
well, let's hear that one. Let's hear that one. Shit.
Thank you. I have a lot more to say about that one. Over 51.5 in that game. Like David just said, defense is not going to be a huge part of that game, I don't think. Like with the Titans offense, the new look Titans offense with Julio. I also agree with Mike that the Cardinals are going to be another. I mean, they didn't make playoffs last year, but they still had a good year. Kyler had like MVP numbers the first half of the season. So that's going to be a game where there's a lot of points. But if I had to pick a winner, Cardinals ML. I'm with Mike there.
Wow.
I'm going to be on the I'm going to be Cardinal. I'm going to be on the Cardinals a lot this season, and
on the road.
it just makes too much. It just makes too much sense for the Titans to come into this game. Carson Wentz injury, they're the favorite. Like, it's really them or nobody in the AFC South. Julio's on the team, and I can see a disappointing week 1 performance. I don't know. That might just be me still on the last year when the Browns got Odell and it was the first game in Cleveland and the Titans came in and destroyed Cleveland. That's kind of what I feel like could happen in Tennessee. So yeah, I like the Cardinals to win that one, but if you're putting me on the spot for the Seahawks Colts game, yeah, I mean, I don't see how the Seahawks don't cover -3 if they're. I mean, again, I wouldn't touch that right now because you don't know who the Colts quarterback is.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Jacob Eason. It will
And the
not be
Seahawks.
Jacob Eason.
I want to. Oh, wait, hold on. I have a take about this. The Colts have Sam Ehlinger. Being in a podcast with two kids that went to school in the Big 12, my thought process is let that bitch sit in the pocket and sling, man. Why not? Just let him sling. It's what they did in the Big 12 all year. He's from Texas. Just let him sit in the pocket and sling that bitch and let him learn on the fly if you really think he's the future. Don't go out and try to get another quarterback and try to get into the fucking playoffs. And just let that bitch sit in the pocket and sling the ball. That would be so exciting to watch him learn on the fly. I mean, that's my take on the Colts. When we were talking about the Colts and Carson Wentz went down, I looked at their depth chart. Said Sam Ehlinger, just let him learn now. Take this year, man. Right. Let him do what he couldn't win with. He couldn't
win with the Longhorns. Do you think he's going to win with the Colts?
I just want to.
Also, David, you're going
to
Quentin Nelson's out too.
I'm not going. No, I mean, look, Mike, you make a very strong point.
No, he doesn't.
I don't like Sam Ehlinger as a quarterback. I mean, he just want to see him sling. I don't think Sam Ehlinger is gonna play.
I don't think anyone
touch the field, dog.
I don't think anyone thinks he's the future.
You don't think he's gonna touch the field?
Give him a shot. Let's see what he can do. You drafted him.
Yeah.
Shit, if you drafted him, that means as a coach, you thought that if shit goes fucking south, and Sam needs to step in, that's you. He can perform, or else you wouldn't have fucking drafted him. So they drafted him, give him a fucking shot, and we're gonna see during the preseason how he operates. I mean, that's the whole beauty of preseason. So Carson is out for the first 5-7 weeks. Who they're playing, I don't know who the fuck they're playing the first preseason game, but I'm pretty sure it's either gonna be Jacob Eason or Sam Ehlinger. They're gonna get a lot of playing time, and then judging on preseason, if the kid shows you that he can sling it, put him in there, or else why the fuck did you draft him?
David, do you see that Quentin Nelson's out for 5 to 12 weeks too?
Is it really?
That's tough.
That hurt me, dude. That hurts my. I love Quentin Nelson. That hurts.
There goes. I don't see how Gavin says it's the most open division in football when the next best team has their 2 best players hurt. You have the Titans, the Jaguars, and
the biggest lock. I didn't say it was the most open.
All right, so we all agree. We all agree that the Titans are going to lock this division up.
100%.
Yeah, no facts. The Colts, I don't see them making a run. We do have a special guest today that loves football and comes from a family and a background of football. Let's bring him on in. He loves sports betting just as much as any one of us. The man, the myth, the legend, taking the points. Look at him. There he is.
What's good, guys? How are y'all?
Looking so handsome.
Go Flyers.
I appreciate that. You guys are really discrediting the Colts, man. They're going to be a good team. They're not built offensively, but they're defensively.
No, you're right. Yeah,
they're going to be a top 5 defensive team. I'm telling you.
No, they can for sure win 9 games and not make the playoffs.
You do got to score some points to win the football game.
Well, the crazy part about it is Carson Wentz is out, Quentin Nelson is out, and I mean they got the Titans week 3, so I have a feeling they're going to lose that game. Obviously, I think it's safe to say that. But even last year they split the games 1-1, and they play again week 7. I believe it's on Halloween. So when they play on Halloween, I think their season's going to turn around with Carson Wentz. I'm not going to count him out yet with Frank Wright reuniting. You know what I mean? I think they're going to be okay. I think they're going to.
Yeah, but what if he's out for 12 weeks?
That sucks. But I'm hoping that's
could be 5, could be 3.
I just have a feeling that storyline is building here, guys. I just have a feeling a storyline's going to come in. He's going to come back in, and who knows? They can win out. They have an easier schedule towards the back end of the season, so we'll see what happens there.
I thought the same thing in Philly, and literally nothing ever panned out, and he stood in the pocket.
Yeah, but Philly didn't have an O-line or a defense, right?
Yeah, dude. Last year, you had.
Yeah, but who's he throwing?
I think they asked him to do too much in Philly. To be honest with you, they had no offensive line, they had no wide receivers. I mean,
Well,
the
who's he
running back
throwing
sucks.
to? Like obviously the Colts have a great O line, but like who's he throwing
He's
to?
got
Indianapolis?
Michael Pittman. Who's the guy from Ohio State that's back this year?
Pittman. Like
Pittman.
what?
Yeah,
You're gonna
but
rely
he
on
won't. He won't
Pittman?
have to. He won't have to throw the ball that much because like the Colts offense is based off running. the
Jonathan Taylor behind that O line.
Exactly.
Probably
Like,
gonna have
I
a
mean,
great
they're
year.
taking a huge load off
The
his
Bears
shoulder.
had Miles Sanders. Like I know.
Not behind a great O
Miles
line.
Sanders is not in that conversation.
What?
Yeah, but it wasn't behind a good O line.
We'll see this year.
I'll tell you what, though. I mean, the Colts line, it moved. You know, originally they were favored to win the division. They were plus 105, I believe, and then it was plus 115 for the Titans. And once these two injuries happened, now the Titans just jumped to minus 120. I would think that on a betting standpoint, I would think that that would go a little bit higher to like minus 150, minus 165 for them to win the division. But for it to be so low, I still think Vegas is trying to tempt us to take the Titans there. But I still think the Colts are going to be a threat, a legitimate threat. So we'll see.
So you're saying that the minus 120 Titans to win the division is not a lock?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, they played so close. It came down to the wire last year. I think it comes down to the wire this year.
There's no shot.
There you have it. There you have it. Taking the points. So you and I have been talking about potentially doing some challenge, NFL season-long challenge. Talk to us about this and what this would consist of.
So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we invite it to the whole Book It Sports community, whoever, but we put the main guns up. I'm talking about the faces of the big dogs of Book It. So Sharp Dimes, Midwest Mike, even people on TikTok. We open up the floor. Anyone who wants to come in, $500 entry fee. You got something on officefootballpool.com where you can go ahead and host your own sports book for the whole season. So you can limit yourself to about 5 to 7 bets per week. You can limit how much you're betting. You can say what you're betting on, parlays, money lines, teasers. What say you? And I'm thinking whoever comes out with the most coin at the end is the winner, and winner takes all. Imagine being able to bet on NFL football for a whole season, not risking the amount of money per week that you are, but you just have this fake balance, and you lose either $500 at the end, or you can win about $5,000. So I think that's a cool little contest.
Absolutely, and I'm definitely intending to partake in that. And we definitely got to rally some of the personalities in this industry to hop in. And I would like to send a challenge invitation to at Sports Betting Nation. You're joining this, brother. And we got to get some other guys as well. So we'll do our work. We'll get the troops rallied, and we'll make this thing awesome because it'll be a season long, very competitive, shit talking whole thing. Got to have it.
For sure. I would also want, I want to figure out a way to open up the floor to everybody, all Book It users, all TikTok users, anyone who wants to come in and we'll have the big guns, put in the money. So it'll just be a race between us, like 15 or whoever is in it. And then with the other people coming in, I would love to have them have an opportunity to battle out some of the handicappers out there. So I think that'd be really, really cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, dude, we met through TikTok and just collaborating with some content. We didn't have any prior relationship before our adventures of being content creators, but I would love to just hear your thoughts on what you've learned thus far about being the figure that you are in this industry, having a following on TikTok and having people religiously come back and interact with your content. What's it been like for you, and what does the future look like for you in this industry of sports betting?
It's exciting, man. I was just in this to help people win money. I did it on the side, and I really didn't see much of a niche on TikTok. So I decided to open my page, let the trolls come out, make fun of me for my losing picks, but more importantly, help people win. And I think I did a good job the last 9 months doing that. But it's really cool. Like to meet a guy like you and to go onto a community like Book It. I'm not just like polishing your nutsack here, but no, it's cool to actually engage with the whole community and hear what they say. For example, last night I didn't have a play. I didn't want to put a play out there. There are too many heavy line favorites, money line favorites. I went on Book It. My boy Jake Phillips, 22.
OG.
OG, man. He hooked me up. He tagged me in a parlay. I looked at it right down the phone. I was like, oh my God, this is sexy. Went right to my book, put it in like 10 minutes beforehand. Sure enough, the motherfucker hits. And
no way.
Yeah, it hits. And just that engagement is just a lot of fun. And to find the degenerate grouping and to be able to hang out with them, it just makes it all the best. So
yeah, dude. And I was talking to Nick Yale about this. There's there's no one in this industry that's, a relevant content creator that's not suit and tie, line movement in Chicago. It's like, it's so robotic, it's so archaic, and it's just not at least my generation. So I would like to hear from you, what could be better in this industry with content, and what does the future look like for this industry in regards to social media engagement?
First off, I don't think people should take it as serious as you can. Like you said, suit and tie, guys coming on, posting their records, talking all that shit. I mean, it's great to post your record here and there, but the most important part about sports betting is to have fun. You're putting money on it to enjoy the game even more. And it's great to win money in the same time, and it's nice to have that extra coin in your pocket.
Yeah.
But I think this overreaction to seriousness, buy my package and blah blah blah. That's a little too much for me. Buy a $75 a month thing. That's too much for me. It's supposed to be enjoyable. First off, I think everyone should be betting on their own. I think you use a guy like me, a guy like you, a guy like any other sports handicapper on the app or in TikTok or anywhere for that matter. You should just use them for opinions. Make your own decisions. I think you should make your own decisions ultimately. And then maybe if one of it lines up with a bunch of different handicappers who do this professionally or for a living or whatever, lines up with you, I think that's cool. And you go ahead with that play. I hope that pushes you over the edge. But just for the point where you investing money into something and hoping that it hits, it can put a salty taste in some mouths, or it can just mislead you overall. We see that with SBE especially. I got to throw some shade his way.
No.
I have to.
Oh man. Love it. So what type of content do you plan on intending to make, throughout the NFL season? You're a big NFL guy. What can we expect out of Taking the Points?
I think you're going to see more. So what I like to do is I posted my video. I give you my picks, all 3 picks, all in one video. I don't give much reasoning behind each pick.
You just got to trust the kid.
You just got to trust me. But what I'm going to do is, leading up to NFL Sunday, probably 3 days before, I'm going to start releasing my video earlier, longer in length, why I like to play, because I think it's important to hear your philosophy. And I feel like I haven't been doing a good job on that. I posted on my Twitter why I like it. I posted on Book It why I like it. But just for content purposes, I think you deserve a better explanation, especially if you're writing. So
no, for sure.
That's why
you're throwing big units. You were one of the few who unfortunately was on Mexico.
You want to bring that up, don't you?
I had to. I mean, we were planning on having an episode yesterday. Obviously, that changed, so I still had to bring it up today.
Yeah,
I'm
still a little hurt. That's probably one of the reasons why I didn't release any plays yesterday. I was still recovering from that.
Hey, but you said you do have some plays today. I'm sure everyone would love to know what those are.
I have a monster play today. I'm going to get to that one last. I do have a monster play, and I'm excited for that play.
Monster.
And you're not going to – I don't think you're going to like it very much because you were on this team. But I'll get to that one last.
Okay.
I know you like to like highlight your type of parlays or give them a name, but I'm calling this the TNT blow up parlay. Okay?
Oh, already like it. Already like it. I've got my pen ready.
We're going with the Rockies money line against the Cubs. And then we're also going with the Philadelphia Phillies against the Nats. And the reason why I call it the TNT blow up parlay is because both those teams who I'm betting against blew up their teams. So we're going to go ahead with those 2 teams. I think both of the teams that they're playing, besides the Rockies, they don't have much to play for really in reality. But for them to be minus 145 favorites in Vegas, I think that's telling us something. And with the Phillies, they have a lot on the line. They're still in second in their division. They can still make a little bit of a run. So I'm thinking that they need to take full advantage of the Nats here. And they had hot bats yesterday. They had hot bats against Pittsburgh right before the series before. So I think they get the job done in Washington. Against
Patrick Corbin. They got Zach Wheeler. Philly's got Wheeler on the mound.
And they got Wheeler on the mound,
Yeah, you should be good. And then the Rockies they're going against Zach Davies and the Cubs. Cubs are obviously trash. So hopefully the Rockies can bring the Ducks off the pond and score some runs in Coors Field.
Right.
So two team parlay, Rockies and Phillies, correct?
That's my 1 unit play. I got another play that's about 1.65 to win 1.5, and that's the over in the Cubs and Rockies game. A lot of runs. It's a lot of runs.
You need 12 of them.
You need 12 of them, but I think it gets done. They're playing in Colorado, so I'm just thinking that with that field choice and Zach Davies. in the beginning of the season wasn't too hot. He's starting to come on just a little bit. He's pitching a little bit better. But I'm hoping that's the old Zach Davies that comes out today. I think Colorado gets some. I think Cubs also get some. And I think it's going to be a competitive game throughout. But I think, Rockies edge them out. But I think there's going to be a lot of runs scored in this game.
No, absolutely. I mean, last time I bet on Zach Davies, he gave up fucking 7 runs to the goddamn Diamondbacks. So it could be a good pick. I like that one. And it's in Coors Field. We could see a lot of runs.
Exactly.
I love it. So those are your 3 picks, a 2-team parlay, and
well, those are 2 of them. Now I'm ready for the big one.
Oh yeah, big one. Are you fading the Angels?
I'm not fading the Angels, but I faded them last night, and it did really well for me.
Yes,
in that parlay. But the big one, get ready for this one, is the Boston Red Sox.
Wow. Boston Red Sox. They are playing against the wagon, the Detroit Tigers.
Yes.
Talk to me about that. Garrett Richards on the mound on the road for the Red Sox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know it's a little suspect. I mean, he's given up 5. He has like a 5.19 ERA right now, I believe. I mean, he's not pitching too hot. He's on the road. The Red Sox are also 1-5 their last 6.
So they're due, is what you're saying.
They are due. I think they're going to win this game. I think they win. I'm also going to take the money line or run line as well, -1.5. And to be honest with you, I'm also thinking about sprinkling a little bit on the alternate run line, -2.5. I think I'm going big on here. But I definitely have $300 right now just to win a little over 2 on Boston money line. So I'll be sure to put up what I like in the alternate line and the run line as well later. But right now, $300 to win 210. Boston, I love the play.
The alternate run line, for those that are wondering, on the Red Sox -2.5 is +160. Could be some good value there.
I mean, and that seems a little low. If you go,
it does.
You know what I mean? If you look at all the other lines, and that's why I liked it. If you look at all the other lines, -2.5 or whatever it is,
it's like plus 400,
like plus 200, plus 225s.
Yeah.
So
kind of honing you.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's worth it. If you have some cojones, I'm definitely speaking Mexican now because of that loss. But if you have cojones, I would take the alternate run line. I'll throw some money on the run line too, and also just take them money line.
Love it. He's nuking the Red Sox. You guys hear that?
I got the red shirt on and everything, man.
Oh, he's ready to go. He is ready to go. You're gonna be just anxious waiting for this game to start. There's nothing worse than, oh my God, there's no early games today. They all start at 7 Eastern. So you're gonna be anxious.
Sweating until then, yeah.
Yeah.
I got my lining kugel in the fridge, ready to pop some beers tonight. Watch this game. When I have a $300 play, I definitely enjoy the games with some beers. So
absolutely. So just to recap: Rockies ML, Phillies ML, 2-team parlay. Straight bet on the Cubs over 11.5, and then he's nuking the Red Sox ML.
Nuking it. Red button. Hide for the hills. Nuking.
I love it. Hey, fellas in the back here in the locker room, you got any questions you would like to ask for taking the points while we got him here? The dog?
Yes. What is your relationship with the Dayton Flyers?
My brother played for Dayton. He was a walk-on for the Dayton Flyer basketball team back when they made the run to the Elite Eight and Sweet 16, back when they were really good with Scoochie Smith and those guys. And I've been rooting for them ever since. He's one of the guys that you call in with 2 minutes left to go in the game when you're up 30 and everyone's cheering for him to get the ball and hit a jump shot. And
dude, I was like really close with one of the walk-ons on the Q's team, and he came in a couple times in like the last 20 seconds, like down 14 to like the Carolinas and Dukes of the world. And one time he had a 3 at the buzzer to cover the spread.
That is epic.
Like that, like the
ever.
most legendary moment of this walk-on's career.
Wow.
Could have covered the spread, but
that's electric.
Yeah, the reason I asked is there's a big game on the Dayton campus tonight over in the TBT. So I don't know if you've been following.
Is it Bayham's Army's out, aren't they?
Bayham's Army, yeah.
They still in there?
I'm a Syracuse alum. Yep, they're in the championship, and they play like Team 23 or I don't know what the other team is, but all I know is Bayham's Army is -3.5. But we'll get to that. That's going to be my lock of the day.
What are you talking about?
The TBT.
Oh, the TBT.
Yeah. We should talk about that more.
My brother had a team. He ended up losing in the second round, unfortunately, in Columbus. I was over there for a while, and they lost to They lost to Category 5, the Miami Hurricane team, and literally the next day,
one.
3 of their best players ended up having COVID, so they couldn't play, and they lost by 40.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Unfortunate. Yeah.
Betting on what is it? TBT?
The
basketball tournament.
I mean, you might as well just get right into the down bad. I mean, we're talking about TBT betting down bad.
Hey, all right.
We'll
talk about when I make some coin and you lose because you're betting on fucking the Dodgers or some shit and Kenley blows in the ninth. We'll talk tomorrow.
Taking the points takes Mexico. # down bad. No, I'm down pretty bad. This baseball slate the last week, I'm down bad. Mike,
I nuked the lay, by the way. Phillies Rockies, it's locked in. So taking the points, we will either be rejoicing on the Book It Sports app later, or we will both be down bad. But either way, I just want you to know it's locked in. So
I'm gonna lock that in too. Phillies Rockies
plus 167. Lock it in.
The last 2-teamer we had on the show absolutely imploded. Down bad.
Imploded.
Yeah.
I was down bad after that one.
And the Red Sox were in it, so maybe we'll make a tradition of every guest that comes on tells us to just hammer the Red Sox.
2-team lay and we nuke it.
You got to keep record of all the guests of who comes on if they come on regularly or whatever, so you know who you're talking about or who you want to ride.
Yes. Yeah. Sportsbook Consigliere gave us a 2-teamer and both lost, unfortunately. Tough luck. Tough luck on the show. Hey, Whale Wagers, you're an MLB expert here. What do you think about this 2-teamer Rockies Phillies? And
obviously, I'm a big Philly guy. When you said how we're playing for something right now to kind of like make that playoff run, I'm loving Wheeler on the mound for sure. And then when you were talking about the Rockies, I didn't even realize that the Cubs still had a team in Chicago. So I also was on board with that. But yeah, I'm loving it. I don't know how you're gonna feel about that over later on, but besides that, I like the 2-team parlay.
We'll see.
Love it. Well, taking the points, it's always a pleasure to have you on, my guy. We'll definitely be talking later today, sweating this shit out later tonight for sure. But as always, you can find Taking the Points on the Book It Sports app at Taking the Points. I got to say, Taking the Points, I didn't even realize that there was a +5 in your name until like a week ago.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty creative. Nice job.
That's a
little sprinkle.
That's branding right there.
That is branding. Good work.
Nice
Before I
work.
head off, dude, I gotta say this, man. Don't worry, I didn't forget about your pie. I'm gonna freaking get that here in the next few weeks.
Yes.
I got you. I don't know if it's gonna be in front of a grocery store. I'd rather just do it in front of where I know I'm gonna get pied. I might do it with my kids' baseball team. All of them comes around and
that would be iconic.
I will definitely get the pies in the face. Every time I post a video, dude, where's the pies?
Yeah, I know, dude. I know.
They're coming.
I even got people on my comments. Where's the pie video with that one guy? I'm like, it's coming. I still owe you a fat, juicy picture right here.
Yeah.
And I also have to buy SBE's pick package. So.
I think you might have lucked out on that, though.
As always, Taking the Points, the man, the myth, the legend. Go follow him. He's the man. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be seeing you again.
Appreciate you guys. Take it easy.
Have a good one.
Later.
That was Taking the Points. Goated. Absolutely goated. Let's get into the MLB picks, guys, because I'm down bad and I need some coin, damn it. It's my birthday coming up. We got to go into the weekend with plus units.
When's your birthday?
So it's on
2 days, right?
Yeah, it's in 2 days. 2 days. So we got Timmy Bones in the house live from DC, who the Washington Nationals are playing the Phillies today, just like we heard from Taking the Points. His 2-teamer. Tell us that Patrick Corbin's going to sell, please, Tim.
I can't tell you he's going to sell. I'm going to be going to the game tonight. I think I'm morally obligated. I have to bet on the Nats. I'm a Nats fan. I'm in DC. I'm going to the game. Patrick Corbin is the most inconsistent fucking guy to ever play the game of baseball. I'm not a fan of his, and I actually think that the Phillies are probably going to win today with Zach Wheeler, but I'm not going to say that twice. So I think the Nats. I have to bet on the Nats today.
So you're putting real units on the Nationals tonight?
I'm putting real units on a team that I think is going to lose. So probably the dumbest thing I'm ever going to do, but I have to do it. I got to do it. It's my team. I'm in the city. I got to do it.
All right. Well, Fuck the Nationals.
Maybe just go like a home run prop or something. That might be more fun for you.
Yeah. Take a home run.
Just take like Trey Turner or Schwarber home run prop and just go from there.
Yeah. Fuck you. I did not need to hear that, dude. That was personal. That one hurt really bad.
Yeah, that was too
far. Really bad.
That was too far.
Not bad. Too soon. Not bad.
Too soon.
That's all right. So you got the Guardians. I got my team going out. We got Juan Soto. Juan Solo.
Yeah, you can still take his home run prop.
Juan Solo. He's the only decent baseball player on that club now. But yeah, I might have to pick the Nerfy or something because it's gonna be a long night.
I actually like that Nerfy a lot. Phillies Nationals Nerfy because you got two good pitchers, two struggling bats. That could be a play I look into a little more after the show. But I want to show you this parlay real quick that Ozzy hit last night. Absolutely absurd. Okay, listen. Plus 2,000 odds. You put $250 on this bitch, paid out $5,300. The parlay is the Nerfy. This is all in the Diamondbacks Giants game. By the way, Diamondbacks almost fucked everybody last night again, but the Giants pulled through. But this game was nuts. So he had the Nerfy, the over 9.5, Brandon Crawford to get a hit, Asdrubal Cabrera to get a hit, Christian Walker to get a hit, Cole Calhoun to get a hit, and Anthony DeSclafani under 5.5 strikeouts, all hit. Crazy. I need FanDuel, dude. I need to be throwing stupid shit like that.
No, you don't.
My biggest reaction to that parlay is that I had no idea Asdrubal Cabrera was on your list. And quite frankly, in the league. But hey, Guardians legend though.
That is hilarious. I didn't either, honestly, and I had a very similar reaction to when I saw that name on that list.
What team is he on? The D-backs?
Yes.
Yeah, the Nats got rid of him like a year ago. He's down to D-backs.
Crazy.
Hey, he's a World Series champ, though. He's a World Series champ. Don't be shitting on Asdrubal Cabrera.
So, Mikey, I need you to throw some shit like this. Like, I want to see, like you used to do with the NBA. Let's get it in the MLB.
I just know. No.
Why not?
The MLB has sucked this year. I'm not throwing a 6-team like same game parlay on the MLB. There's just no way. There's no way.
Especially for $250. It's like what?
Yeah.
I mean, now he's the one laughing. He's got 5 Gs.
That's true. If he spends it like that, though, he's not gonna have 5 Gs for long.
Yeah, if that was my 5 Gs, that shit would be gone by today.
That bitch would be on your wall behind you.
Yeah, for sure.
There's being lucky and there's being sharp, and then that dude is the fucking wizard for being able to pull something off like that. That is the next level IQ for sports betting. I don't know how someone does that. Wave of the wand.
We got that 2-teamer locked in from taking the points, but we're gonna hear from you guys on what your best play of the day is, and then we're gonna parlay that. And then if it loses by one leg, whoever loses the last leg, you're doing something stupid. We'll get to that if it happens. But what's the pick? Start with Jason. Go quick.
So best bet of the day. Okay. Bayham's Army money line.
What?
Let me go find it.
The basketball tournament.
TBT. Right. I mean, I have a 3-team MLB parlay, but if you want my best bet of the day,
best MLB bet of the day, don't give me Yankees minus 300, or else you're getting Jim Joyce.
Oh, so you want a baseball or just any bet? Because
no, I asked for baseball. This is for baseball.
Oh well, you fucking should have clarified. Dodgers ML. They're not losing the Astros at home. First game, the Astros are back in LA. Walker Buehler, Buehler, McCullers, Dodgers ML. So I'll see you, Kenley Jansen, at 10:20 p.m. tonight. Can't wait.
Gavin, best play in MLB today. What is it?
After that play, I kind of feel like more safe about being like the leg that like fucks the parlay.
Same.
But I'm between two different plays. It was either honestly like the Cubs under, which taking the points took over. But I will not go against him because like. This is our guest.
Yeah.
That'll kind of be like weird, but I'm going to go with Brewers minus 1.5.
That's always a safe play. Always a safe one. Can't go wrong with that against the Pirates. Mikey Overs.
I mean,
I can guess Mikey Overs' play right now.
Go ahead. Give it a shot.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be the. Come on.
I have two in my head, so if you say one of them, I'll go.
There's one. Any of them a total?
Neither of them are an over.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna go with the Braves money line.
No.
Damn it.
I have Phillies -1.5 or Mets money line.
Mets.
So there's an or. Well, I got an or.
No, but I'm saying
no.
like if he was gonna guess, I was telling him which teams were available. But I'm gonna go with
which
the Mets.
one's going in the parlay?
I'm gonna go Mets money line.
Mets money line. All right.
But I had a better bet of the day.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Put Bam's Army money line in there. It's way more of a lock than Dodgers ML.
Well,
when are we going to stop betting on Dodgers ML? It never works.
We're never going to stop.
Timmy Bones, play of the day.
I'll keep it in the NFC East. I'm too afraid to fully say I'm going to take the Nats. I'm sorry, NL East. He just said the Nats. I'm gonna go Nashville Nerfy tonight. I don't have big enough balls to take Nats money line. No, money line paper. Just 6 outs or 12 outs for Trent. 1 inning, get it done. Yeah. And then Patrick Corbin can give up 15 earned runs the next fucking 5 innings. Who cares? But Nerfy tonight, I'm gonna take that.
Nerfy, Nationals Nerfy, love that one in the nation's capital.
Parlay is ass.
Juan Soto is hitting a home run in the first
inning. Nerfy's on most books, but
I'm fully prepared to take the punishment for this, but it is Zach Wheeler. It's Zach Wheeler.
My play of the day is going to be.
Let me actually put this together.
My play of the day is Cincinnati Reds money line against the Twins in Cincinnati. They got Malley on the mound. He's an absolute beast. But so recapping, we got Jason on Dodgers ML. We got Gavin on what was it?
Brewers -1.5.
Brewers -1.5. Brewers run line.
The one lock of the leg.
Yes. And then Mikey Overs is on Mets. Timmy Bones is on the Nationals Nerfy. And I'm on the Cincinnati Reds.
Wait, what was Gavin on again? Gavin, what are you on?
Not saying it again.
Brewers run line.
I need it again.
Brewers run line.
All right.
All right. Well, I have
a change mine.
This lay is plus 1,500.
Dude, can you add why don't you add Braves ML in there just for good luck?
No.
Well, no, my parlay
against John Lester.
Dude, I'm not touching a game with John Lester.
I'll hit another home run, baby. That dude's got sneaky pop. Sneaky pop.
All right. Well, I have a 4-teamer. That I want to give away that I absolutely love, and it's just going to be such a classic parlay. But it is the Cincinnati Reds ML, the Brewers run line, the Atlanta Braves money line, and the Red Sox money line. This parlay is at plus 950. Sounds like a lock to me. So that's what we're rolling with today. I'm going to post that on Book It Sports. I'll make some videos about it and shit. Sweat this one out with me, and then we're riding the Nationals Nerfy. So that's what today's slate looks
like. And our
5-team
parlay.
Yes, and I'm placing our 5-team parlay. Whoever loses it, you're doing some dumbass shit.
Dude, this looks disgusting.
Just fucking give it to me. I'll just do it right now, get it out of the way, and I won't have to deal with it later.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that concludes today's action-packed show. As always, this has been the Attyah Hour with your host, Trent Attyah, coming at you live from Reno, Nevada. We've made a schedule change to this show every Tuesday, Thursday now at 9 a.m. Pacific. That's 12 p.m. Eastern. So always make sure to tune in. Don't miss out. We talk slates. We make gambling fun. I haven't seen another show that makes gambling fun. We make gambling fun and legit, and we win coin. So always be sure to tune in to Attyah Hour right here on Twitter and Twitch. As always, thanks for tuning in. Your host, Trent Attyah. Have a great rest of your day. Let's make some coin and win some tickets, baby. Book it.